Hola mis amigos, welcome to Betsy V lifestyle and welcome again to Mondays. As many of you know that follow our daily vlog channel, I have a 2.5-year-old, and lately in the past couple months I visited 2 different daycare centers, and I was always against daycares and other people watching my child because we all have seen and heard those horror stories that they have. So I looked up online like what kind of questions I should be asking. I spoke to my sister-in-law as well, and she gave me a lot of pointers of what to look for when I visit daycares and schools. I figured I'd do a quick video, and also I have a blog post. I will leave the link down below just in case I miss anything. I will have a lot more additional information on there. When choosing your child's daycare, it is very important to ask certain questions, but what questions do you ask? I'm a new mother, so I had no idea where to start. So here are some pointers. I wrote a lot of the questions on my phone. So like when I went to the daycare and I was asking them all these questions, I'm like, I am paying attention. I just have to write everything you're saying to me. They're like, don't worry. But this is what I asked. The first question I asked is, what are the qualifications for the teachers and the assistant teachers, if there are any assistant teachers? Many of them don't need a degree. Many of them did. Like the assistant teachers didn't need a degree, but they had some sort of experience. And I was kind of like iffy on that, but I wasn't too worried because the main teacher had a master's, was going for her PhD and stuff like that. So that was a great question to ask, because you don't want just a random mojo coming in here saying, I want to take care of kids because I like kids. You know, it's kind of freaky. This is a good question. What is the turnover rate for your teachers? Turnover rate basically means how long has each teacher been there? Is there every year that you're switching out new teachers? 5 years, 2 years, 3 years? Why? Because if the teacher keeps leaving, if a new teacher keeps coming in every couple of years, it's kind of like, why are they leaving? Is there a reason because the job place isn't for them, or is it because they're being treated badly? Are the children being treated badly? So if it's a minimal turnover rate, that's really, really good. Ask if everybody that works there is CPR trained, especially the teachers that are going to be taking care of your child, because we know they're young and they like to put things in their mouth. So having someone that's CPR trained is very, very important. Oh, and ask how often they need to be CPR trained. Make sure to also ask the staff to child ratio. You want to know how many kids are allowed in the classroom and how many teachers are there to take care of all those kids. Is it 5 kids per class, 10, 20? And you have to make sure it's 2 to 3 teachers. If it's going to be like 20 kids, I mean, that's crazy. Not one person can take care of that. So that's also very important to ask. To deal with discipline. We know everybody deals with discipline differently. So you want to know what they believe in, what's their belief system. Do they believe in timeouts? Do they not believe in timeouts? One school I had asked, they said they don't do any timeouts. They actually redirect them to do something else. Like if they're having a tantrum, we'll say, oh, well, here, look at this bottle of Nature's Bounty D3 2000. Isn't this cool? Not this, but you know what I mean. Also, potty training procedures. Many facilities don't want to deal with children that are not potty trained. One school that I went to was really great about it. They didn't mind changing the diapers, and they actually practiced potty training techniques with the children, which was really cool. My favorite question to ask is what they think about open door policy. I am an overbearing mother, so I feel like I would always go to the school and just check up on her and make sure that she's not doing anything she's not supposed to do, and make sure that nobody else is doing something that they're not supposed to do to my child or anybody else's child. And if a school or facility tells you, oh no, we don't really like the parents to come in here and this and that, red flag, red flag, red flag. There should be an open door policy to every facility that you visit. You want to make sure that you're allowed to go sneak up on them and watch and see what's going on with your child. That's very important. I wouldn't sit down in class with her because I know that can be very disturbing to the whole class setting. But if there's a window or somewhere I could see her, then that's perfectly fine for me. I will be a little creeper and look behind a window. Also, make sure to ask if there's any meals provided, depending how long your child goes for the day. Is it 4 hours, 6 hours? You want to make sure they're being fed breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or just breakfast and lunch, or if there's snacks in between, or if you have to provide the food for your child. And I picked this here pamphlet. This is from New York State Office of Children and Family Services. I had called 311 and asked some information. They sent me a whole packet of daycares and pre-Ks for Ziano. There was a lot of good pointers in here as well. I'll mention a few, and of course, like I said, the rest will be on my blog. Is the program currently licensed or registered by the state? If not, was the program licensed or registered in the past? What is the licensing history? Did you talk to other parents who use the caregiver? That's a lot of information to get and know, but you definitely want a licensed place. Like, they're not, the state of New York is not going to just license Mojo Show with the daycare facility. So make sure they have all the proper documentations, and that would be really cool to talk to other parents who use the caregiver. If you get the chance to while you're visiting, definitely see if you can talk to a parent. And that's very important. Don't just call and get information and just put your child in a daycare. You need to visit the daycare yourself and feel it out for yourself. I'm all about observing, so make sure while you're in class with your child to see how everything flows, that you observe how the teachers are with each student. I'm very stuck on that. I'm very particular, and I will look at you and judge you to see how you treat every child, because the way you treat other children is the way they will treat your child. Hi amigos! Hola amigos! Alright guys, so those were my quick tips on what to look for when going and visiting a child care facility. Make sure to check out the blog post. I'll have more detailed information there as well. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment below as to what you thought about this video. And if you have any other questions that I missed, subscribe for more awesomeness and share! Adios! Until next week. Mwah!